Welcome. Let's talk. In the words of Inigo Montoya, I hate waiting. I remember the movie The Princess Bride, and he's at the top of the cliffs of insanity, and the protagonist in the moment, and as we will come to know him as Wesley, and currently the Dread Pirate Roberts or whatever, is stuck on the cliff, and Inigo is at the top of the cliff saying, "I'm only waiting around to kill you." And he's like, well, Wesley or Roberts is not in a hurry to get up the cliff, and said, "I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you're just going to have to wait." And he says, "I hate waiting." And this whole life, he goes in this movie later on, spoiler alert, and says, all my life I've been waiting for something, but then when it happens, I don't know what to do with it. I wanted to talk about the power of how you wait. Not that it's perfect. Probably one of the most uncomfortable subjects known to man, because we hate waiting. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm good at it. I am just, there's a reason it's one of my favorite movies. I don't like waiting either. But I have learned a couple of things along the way that make at least each day, hour, minute, second, a little bit more bearable than the previous one. Why? Because the way you wait matters. Sometimes you're going to wait regardless. There's this one phrase I learned called "hurry up and wait." Literally, get yourself all together, and then even when you got your part done, you did what you're supposed to do, all you have left is time. Now, consider the fact that the greatest things in the world are normally brought out between time and heat. Let's say you bake a cake. You can have all the ingredients necessary, whip it up, do everything that's appropriate to do to make that cake perfect. The only thing that makes a cake after that is time and heat. So you got to put it in the oven and wait. And this is sometimes a hard pill for all of us to swallow, because we like things done on our own timetable, our own schedule, our own predetermined outcome of a series of events that we've never even seen before. Yet somehow we are the masters and curators of when things are ready. It's always fun dealing with children, even with my own children, how she or he always loves to tell me when they're ready for something, and they've never been through this life past 5 years. And how many times do we do that? We try to tell the powers and fates that be, I'm ready, and you've never been more wrong. Sometimes it's not about whether or not you think you're ready or equipped or have the tools or knowledge. It's the fact that what needs to happen is that your attitude and your outlook needs to be prepared for whatever may come. Sometimes the only thing that can change that is waiting. Sometimes the only thing that can mold you into the space that you're ready for is time and heat. Those two precious ingredients, which often many pots fall undercooked, or cakes are underbaked, or soufflés fall because they did not have enough time or enough heat. You may have had enough time, but you didn't have enough heat. You may have had enough heat, but not enough time. Those are the two things that we normally shy away from. However, the way you wait always shows the way you can wear your weight. It's almost proving to yourself and others, and even the powers of the universe, to say this person can be trusted because they're not going to destroy the process. There's something about when you're able to redirect, refocus, re-energize yourself in the space of, I've done everything I need to do. Now all I have to do is wait. There's a quote I like that says, "Wait on the Lord. Those that wait on the Lord actually renew their strength." How is that possible? How do you renew strength in waiting? It's not sitting. It's not doing nothing. It's to say, I am actively pursuing in the space of unresolved question. You can still pursue knowledge. You can pursue betterment and personal growth and personal chiseling away, increasing your knowledge on a subject, increasing your physical health, increasing your nutrition, increasing your rest quality. Because sometimes it is not about the quality and the quantity of notes, but it's really the rest that are in between. Think of it this way. I recently tried to get back in the gym. And even as such, I've remembered a couple of key principles when it comes to lifting weights to build muscle. It's not about the fact that you lift heavy and just do it, but often you have to make sure you put enough rest in between your sets. How much rest you put in actually gives your time into your muscles to allow it to say to each other, we got to build something. Other than that, you're just shocking and destroying, tearing and ripping, and with no rest, there's no recovery. The purpose of your rest, the purpose of your weight, is for you to recover. For you to be able to restructure your life, rediscipline your life, for your body and your mind to respond to the fact of there is something that I need to be able to handle, and I need to be able to do it well. But it's not about how much can I pick up, how much can I do, how much can I intake, how much can I prove myself, but how much can you rest? Have you set aside time for rest today? Have you set aside time to wait? Have you set aside time to persevere through patience? There's this other scripture or quote that I like where it says, "Let patience have its perfect work in you." Some of us don't wait around enough for patience to finish working in us. Therefore, we have to repeat some lessons. Sometimes you got to let patience perfect you by letting it do what it must do. My last thought would be, how many of you have been to a great restaurant? And they have what we call servers, waiters, essentially. But they're never doing nothing. They're aware. They're observant. They're quick to act, but they're ready to respond. And anticipating the moment, even when you, the patron of the establishment, may not even say a word. I think that's another space of waiting. Be aware, be quick to respond, be observant, be paying attention to your surroundings. Don't just take things at face value, but give value to what faces you. Start saying, I'm facing the day. As one would say, carpe diem. Or as I would say, seize the carp. There's something about making sure you have what you need for today, even if it's just your daily bread. And be thankful for it. Learn to rest. Learn to appreciate the space between the notes of your life and the measures of your chapters as you turn the pages of the masterpiece, which is the etude of you. But still, appreciate how to wait, how to rest, how to lean into the space that is given to you. And sometimes a cool breeze and a walk in the park is exactly what you need to remember to rest and wait. I hope you enjoyed us today. We'll see you real soon.